But BD, we want to go back to not game, but the first series in the first round, Golden State versus the Dallas Mavericks, and this is when you guys were just feisty. Man, y'all was just feisty. You and Steven Jackson and all of them. Y'all had a nice little team. Y'all had a nice team. Squad. And you were playing against the number one seed, Dallas Mavericks, coached by Avery Johnson, Dirk Nowitzki, Hall of Famer. Jason Terry, all Josh these great guys. And you guys were such, underdogs in this series, and you did the unthinkable. You're one of a few teams in the history of the NBA that beat a first seed as being an AC. Kind of take us back to that time and how you guys prepared for that series. And y'all just looked like y'all was so confident going into that series that y'all had it, from day one. So just talk to us a little bit about that.
The funny thing was, before the series, it goes back to the year before when it was me, Mike Dunleavy, Troy Murphy, Donald Foyle, and Jay Rich under Mike Montgomery. And we was struggling, man. We could not beat it. We was just up and down season. We couldn't beat anybody but the Dallas Mavericks. It was
Y'all
crazy.
Just had their number.
Hey, we just had their number. The game that I missed that we played Dallas, we beat them again. We beat them anyway, and it was Jay Rich, I believe, hit a half-court shot to win the game. One game, Mike Dunleavy went off. You know what I mean? Right. So when Dunleavy and Troy Murphy got traded, we believe, none of the new dudes knew that. None of the older guys, the old guys that was still there, they wasn't afraid of Dallas because everybody was like, we get to have our best games against Dallas. And Nelly at the time, he didn't really know. You know what I mean? We were 4-0 or 7-0 against. It was crazy. It was crazy. How am I going to be beating the Dallas Mavericks? But when that series came, it was Dallas had a chance to put us out of the playoffs. 2 games before the season. They played the Clippers. It was us and the Clippers. They played the Clippers with their starters, beat the Clippers, which put us in the 8th spot. If Dallas would have played us the second to last game of the year, and if they would have played, if they would have won or not, whatever, we would have been out. Right? But they chose to not that they didn't play, they did not play their starters. That was a bad idea. You know what I mean? Because we
they should have been looking at the same thing you guys are looking at.
Send us home.
Yeah. We don't want to play them in the first round.
Because we believe, but we don't believe. We cannot believe this shit is happening. Right? Because we had to win 17 out of 20-something games. So every time we playing, the last 10 games of the season, soon as the game over. You praying, hoping somebody else win.
Right.
And it was the Clippers was the better team. It was a better team for the better matchup for Dallas, the better matchup for San Antonio. So that we was going neck and neck. Man, and then when they didn't play us, it was damn, that's hella disrespectful, yo.
Yeah.
Y'all want to play it y'all not gonna even come in and crack and get us up out of here? Y'all gonna let all right, all right.
Let us in? Yeah.
So that game, because we had to go to Portland to clinch the next game. But that game, the whole game, I think we blew them out. But the whole game, we were so upset that they wanted us in the playoffs.
Right.
And they didn't want to put us out. So as soon as the playoffs came, Don Nelson, Coach Nelly, he all right, guys. Yeah, BD. That's how Nelly is. They smoke a cigar.
Right.
We got a pet dog, Lucky. A stray dog be running in the pride. Lucky, get off the court. Hey, bro.
Only Nelly could do some shit like that.
Only Nelly could do it. We show up at practice. Nelly is let's go. We gonna beat them. Don't say nothing in the media. Do this, do that, do this. And he was we had never seen him dialed in like that.
Wow.
We had never seen him move that fast, talk that fast, be that clear. You know what I mean?
Right.
Hair look good.
Hair comb.
Yeah, I'm like, what the hell happened? It was almost like he was disguising. He woke up okay, we got them. And we went through our game plan, and it was he knew Dirk, he knew Howard, he knew that system.
Yep.
And it was we gonna push Dirk. We pushing Dirk to his right. Soon as he crossover or spin, somebody got to be there.
Mm-hmm.
Clockwork. So every time Steven Jackson, you got Dirk. Steven Jackson's like, I got Dirk. Don't even worry about none of this. I got him. You know what? Josh Howard, he liked to go left.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Jason Terry liked to go right. So we was just so dialed in. And Nelly was so focused, right, that we were like, all right. Nelly was like, if we do this, we're going to win. There was never a doubt that we were going to lose. There was never a doubt that there was no doubt. Like, we came into that series with no doubt. He walked in and he was like, we're going to win this series. Watch. Don't say nothing in the media. If we win, be humble. All we did was work on our sets, how we were going to defend them, and how we were going to approach the media. That was it.
Wow.
Be humble. Don't say nothing when we win. Just say they the better team. Praise them. Praise them, praise them, praise them. Don't get into no trouble. That first game we went in, and it was like, you know how playoffs is. It's like, man, these dudes just left the championship. They on the quest. You know what I mean? They ready to show up and show out, and we got them that first game. We took all the air and the energy out of that gym. And after that first game, I think, and they knew this, that they were in for it.
Yeah.
They couldn't beat us.
Yeah.
There's no combination of five they had that can beat our combination of five.
Yeah.
Because it was mismatches all around the floor.
Yeah.
Game 2, I got kicked out for clapping. Steven Jackson got kicked out. So we know what happened in game 2.
For clapping, right?
That's all right, guys.
Yeah.
Coach, I was doing this. That's all right, guys. We'll be all right. We know how it's going. It's cool, guys. And Nelly said, stop clapping. I'm like, Coach, why? Why? I'm just pumping up my guys. He was like, he's going to give you a tech and kick you out the game. And who was Joey Crawford?
Oh, you should have known better then, B. Come on now.
I didn't know.
Joey Crawford.
I didn't know.
I love Joey. As a referee, temper. But he got the shortest temper of any referee. You clapping Joey's face, he'll throw your ass out. If you look at Joey wrong, he'll give you a tech. So yeah, you picked the wrong guy.
And I was like, man, and you know, like when you clap, you're like, man, I'm just like, I was so charged up because we was kind of like, you know, we was getting some fouls called. It was kind of frisky. It was one of those like, yo, we gonna be all right. Once we get through this, we gonna be all right. I'm telling you, I know what's going on, but we straight. And I couldn't stop clapping because I was like, you know, nervous and get your ass out here.
That's the wrong one. Joey Crawford.
And then I go in the locker room and Mully and Mitch Richmond and Rod Higgins is sitting there like, why the fuck you do that? And you know what they said? No, they say, why the fuck you do that? I said, man, they say, you know you can't get kicked out the game. Steven Jackson gonna do the same thing. 1 minute later,
he was going,
hey, I got your back, baby. He came in. I couldn't let that shit go.
They kicked out both of y'all.
Hey, he kicked out. They kicked both of us out. After like me and him already in the locker. So we talking to Mully them, you know what I mean? And we just like, but they was so cool. They was like, man, we get it. We get to go home. It's going to be our first playoff game in 17 years. Right. Oh, shit. It's about to be crazy. Mm-hmm. And that's all we kept thinking about. So once we got dressed, Nelly kicked us out the locker room. Told me we need to go get our shit together. So we ain't even addressed us.
Right.
Get your ass out of here. Go sit on the bus. Me and Steven Jackson gotta go sit on the bus. You know we ain't sitting on the bus. We are pacing up the ramp, up and down the ramp, going back and forth, just like riling each other up. Al Harrington come, Matt Barnes come, Jason Richardson come. We try to sit on the bus, and I'm pacing back and forth on the bus. Everybody get off the bus. They had to go get security for the Mavericks because we was just huddled, just, you know what I mean? Oh, we can't wait till we go home. So the players could drive up the ramp.
Right. The Dallas Maverick players could drive out of the ramp, yeah. So
you know what that said? Y'all ain't real enough to run us over?
Yeah, y'all ain't feeling it.
Y'all don't want to run us over? Y'all in cars.
They didn't even hunk at y'all or nothing?
Nothing. The only person who said something, Jerry Stackhouse. Cause you know Stack, Stack like, what's up,
something.
bro? Like, oh, come on, Stack. Like,
Stack gonna say something.
But we wasn't tripping. We was just so zoned out and like just talking about game 3 in the game. And, you know, like what it looked like was not what it was.
Right.
And when Stack came through, it was like, man, all right, cool. And we go back and we just like would not get on the bus. And we knew once we got back, we was like, yo, we can beat these dudes. Like we can really beat them. And it was just like, once we got home, that energy was like the craziest. It was the craziest playoff energy I've ever experienced.